My second meeting was with Minister Samson Kwaje. We met him at his headquarters, and he's part of the SPLM. There was more of a desire for independence in order to get parity with the North, to be treated as equals with the North, to make sure that development occurs in the South. When I expressed to him the concerns which many people have in many capitals, in the Western capitals and Muslim world capitals, about the potential destabilizing effect of secession, he said, "Well, the hope is that secession can possibly lead to a better relationship with the North, a relationship which is one of equals, where there will be an emphasis on development in the South. But there are many issues right now that have not been resolved, which everybody talks about. They don't have a separate. How can you have a secession? Many people have told me, without having a separate currency, without figuring out your national debt, without figuring allocation of resources. The fears that many people have had that secession will be a recipe for destabilization, a recipe for disaster. If you look at what has happened in many countries which have seceded, Eritrea from Ethiopia, the breakup of Yugoslavia, the secession of east of Timor from Indonesia, it has resulted in greater instability, wars, conflict, and hardship for its peoples. So the fears that many people have had, and I certainly share these fears, is that secession can potentially result in that kind of civil war, and it can happen here. There are ethnic differences within Southern Sudan. There are arms, and it is not unlikely, or there is more than a non-zero possibility of such a scenario panning out. Having said that, my hopes, and this is what I got most hopeful from meeting this Minister Samson, is that if the international community, if the Muslim world, the OIC, the Arab League, the Western international community really engage properly, there is all that. My sense was that what the people of the South want more than anything else is a sense of parity with the North, to be treated as equal, to feel that development just does not happen in the North, in Khartoum, and doesn't happen in the South. On one of my previous trips, one of the missions I met said, one of my counterparts now said to me, "Come and see my brand new office building, which is 10 stories. And he said, "I here have to climb a tree to be able to see that high. Why don't they put 5 stories over there and 5 stories over here?" So the sense that I've gotten from speaking to many people in the South is that what they want is a sense of parity, a sense of equality. And if the international community can help to put together a development plan for infrastructure, for economic development, for agricultural development and investments, for water treatment plant. I mean, one of the complaints that I heard was a lot of the diseases we have here is people drink from the Nile. The Nile is contaminated. They get sick with many diseases. We have to import water from Uganda. Why do we have to import water from Uganda when we have the Nile? We have the rains down here. So why don't we have a proper water development? We need clean water. We need education. We need infrastructure. We need business development. We have agricultural lands. We can grow oil palm. We can grow sugarcane. We can plant rice. We can be the food basin for the region.